and welcome everyone. Sorry about the late start about that. I had to do a bit of an issue with the dogs here. One of them pooped in my room. We have like 5 dogs here. I identified like poop 2 of the ones that I think it was. Like one of the 2 anyways. Daisy and Jasmine. So, I had to let them out. Then had to go ahead and call them back in. One of them wasn't coming in, so I had to search for her. Found her, didn't find the other one. So, I'll be probably leaving pretty early just to make sure she comes back. But, I'm pretty sure she'll be fine. We're kind of out here. I'm kind of out here in a small little town here, if you would. Houses are very well spread apart, and there's like a lot of forests around the area. So yeah. So, anyways, see if I can go and try this again without any undue interruptions in the stream here. Hopefully it'll be fine. It might have been the fact that the power just went out a couple of days ago, and things are still kind of recovering from that. So yeah. But anyways, I guess the topic is today the CHIPS Act and how it is that Trump has announced that he wants to get rid of it. Now, this is again a very stupid thing to do, obviously, with Trump being in charge the way in which he is. It is very strange how he's wielding tariffs the way in which he does so. I mean, first he was announcing tariffs, then he pulls them back, then he puts them back on again, then he pulls them back, then he puts them back on again, then he pulls them back again. He's done this like 5 times already. So I'm thinking that at this point, the tariffs just aren't going to happen. That there are going to be no tariffs. There we go, maxed out my mana finally. I think I'll see about maxing out my stamina next. So, but yeah, I don't think there's going to be tariffs. Or whatever tariffs there are in place right now, I don't think that they'll really be that significant in terms of having a huge impact on the economy. Now, if he does go through them, this is a very stupid idea to put like tariffs on Taiwan and China and various other places that produce not only our semiconductors but also our chips. The reason why that is because quite literally it's going to take years and years, probably decades at the very least, in order to be able to put up the infrastructure needed to be able to replace some of the companies that are being tariffed right now. I mean, yeah, they're producing factories right now and they're putting forth facilities to be able to produce these chips, but it's not going to be to the degree that they have them over in Taiwan and in Japan and other places and whatnot that we get our chips from, especially in places like China. I say this because it's like we've been relying so much on these. Now, for record, I do think it's a good idea to put the whip in to try to get companies to manufacture goods here faster. But, there's been an effort, of course, to do that by Biden with the CHIPS Act. That's what the whole CHIPS Act is for. It was to incentivize them further by creating subsidizing the entire industry through government efforts. Drink some soaks, okay. Let me see what that drink and soak is there. Now, what's interesting about this more or less is how this is going to cause a huge problem with the industry. Specifically because there's no carrots being dangled in front of the stick to alleviate from the stick. Tariffs should be like a stick and carrot approach if you want to go ahead and bring back... Hold on. After using the gourd, moderately reduces cooldown for all spells, but impairs movement for a short duration. Nope, not gonna do that. Okay.
just make sure I'm getting the right ones here real quick because I want to have the same one I had beforehand. So there we go. All buds, okay. Alright. So, in all honesty, you should be giving companies tax breaks that decide to go ahead and produce their goods here in America. Like, you know, giving companies tax breaks would greatly incentivize that, as far as I'm concerned. And it would require you to quite literally produce the goods here, to have a factory here, to produce the main parts here. I mean, we already produce a lot of semiconductors here. So, having semiconductors being produced here, nah, I don't want that. Having semiconductors being produced here and then being shipped across seas over to Taiwan and then having them shipped back is an incredible waste amount of money. So having the semiconductors being produced here... Oh wait, I already have that one. So having the semiconductors produced here as well as the chips produced here greatly decreases the cost of transportation and all that stuff, as well as greatly decreases the cost of transportation because there's no need to transport anything here. So, you know. Alright. But, you know, I don't know if this is going to do anything at all. I don't know if Trump's really going to be having a positive effect at all. I seriously doubt it. I'm pretty sure he's just going to have quite a bit of a negative effect going forward. But, you know, that's kind of the thing here with regards to, like, how Trump has been operating. He's very schizophrenic. Now, the reason why I'm kind of bringing this up and why I'm talking about this now, whereas beforehand I've only briefly mentioned in the streams, isn't really because of what Trump's been doing beforehand. It's because of the fucking stupid, retarded responses people have made part of the gaming community, or at the very least, I guess, claim to be a part of the gaming community. I don't know, honestly. These Trump supporters who are in the gaming community, I don't see them as gamers. Not because they're Trump supporters, but because quite literally all they seem to be into is like the culture war. And that's it. They don't have any interest in video games, they don't have any interest in actually playing video games, they don't have any interest in talking about video games beyond the culture war. All they do is they bitch and they moan and they complain about games that have diversity and DI in them. And nothing else. They don't ever talk about games in terms of mechanics. They don't ever discuss games in terms of the way in which... Oh, just look at that. Oh, just another one of those, okay. They don't ever discuss games on their own merits. And whenever they do discuss failures and consistencies and various other successes of games, they talk about it in terms of revenue. Of like how many people are playing the game at a given moment, at a given time. And these metrics are entirely fucking arbitrary. We will, for the most part, just not even bother to understand the fact that not every game that will have a consistent player base player base is going to be good. It's going to be a good game. A lot of shitty games that get to a different player base. The COD is one of them. Consider Call of Duty to be a very, very shitty series that, for all intents and purposes, doesn't really give you much with regards to how it is the game is supposed to play. It doesn't really give you very much quality. It's just who can center who can center the screen the fastest. And that is really a shitty way of being able to determine how games. You know, it's a very, it's not very engaging in terms of being able to determine how well the game plays. It's all based on online players. The campaign, I've heard, is given more thought into it in terms of like how well it plays off. But there's not much going on. In fact, the last time I played a COD game was when was it? Back with Modern Warfare 4 was the last COD game I actually played. God damn. Not to mention there are a bunch of other games that have player bases I do not consider good. I find the idea that consistency of player base is very as an indication of a good game to be a very shallow point. Is what I'm saying here. Doesn't really tell you anything about whether or not the game is good.
What a great fight! You see how I swung my axe?
He didn't really do any damage, so I don't know why you're...
Someone fed that unruly boy a load of nonsense, and now he's running amok. Why doesn't the king take action? With his might, he could take down 10 red boys. I can see the king from here, stripped of his mount and weapon. I wonder what's behind all this. What else is hidden in this mountain? I feel blind. Blind. We should find the king's mount first. The Beastly Beast is treasured by the king as his own kin. How could it simply vanish? The Beastly Beast is treasured by...
Okay. But... And then there's the fact that many of these people claim shit like, DEI. Like... And what is their... What is the gamer... Well, I mean not gamer. What is the notion of DEI that these people are complaining about? Or is it people who are working on video games that shouldn't be working on video games and have no business in doing so and don't like video games, but they get on these teams because they're like a diversity hire, and they don't really have that much experience in the gaming industry at all, when they should be having a lot of experience in the gaming industry. No, they don't really complain about that at all. They complain about the fact that, oh, it's a woman, or it's a black guy, or it's a person with politics I don't like. That seems to be the main factor going in there. Or it's just, oh, the game has a black protagonist, or the game has a female protagonist. You know? It's just really shallow bullshit. So yeah, it's very clear to me that these people aren't gamers because they don't talk about mechanics. They don't talk about whether or not the story is good. They don't really talk about congruencies between the story and the gameplay. They don't talk about how well the game actually plays in terms of your experience with it, in terms of their experience with it. It's all either DI, the current player base, or even like return on investment. In other words, whether the game actually made any money back. Which is, again, another very shallow perspective in terms of how success runs in video games, or any product for that matter. Because there are a ton of games that are extremely shallow that made a crap ton of money that really do not deserve the amount of accolades that they get. Like Skyrim, for example. Skyrim had a crap ton of accolades put towards it. People loved Skyrim when they came out, but over time, it has since been recognized as the very shallow bit of bullshit that it was. The amount of misrepresentations and lies that were spewed about the game's development by one of its one of the main developers, that being Todd Howard, it become very apparent. But according to these people, Skyrim is like the best game ever because it made a crap ton of money back. You see what I'm getting at here? So yeah, and these people will claim that, oh, the CHIPS Act is being terminated because of DEI. And what's the claim of DEI exactly? Well, from what I could gather is that there are a bunch of articles out there that reported that the CHIPS Act required that the people being hired to these factories and to these areas to develop these chips from these companies in America be people who are economically disadvantaged. And that is a bad thing because I don't really know why they say that. The reason why I think that it's just bullshit by and large, and you know, the reason why they're claiming this, of course, is because, oh, it's bad because it's holding up the development of these factories. Ooh, boss. Nice. Oh, that's a nice little fact. I like that. That is pretty cool. Let me go ahead and change over to anti-miasma here. reason why they're claiming that this is bad is because it's holding up the production of these factories. And it's also leading to excessive hot and excessive amount of time being put into the production of these factories. That would otherwise simply go forward. Now, of course, it's all nice. And the reason why it's all nice is because people who are claiming that this is the case are not providing any evidence whatsoever. You know, they're not actually giving anyone anything in terms of like the evidence required to determine if this is true. They're just making the claim that factories are not going forward because of DEI and doing nothing whatsoever to actually give anyone any kind of evidence for this. So yeah, and the thing that really rubs me raw to a large extent is the PC Gamer article that came out that was detailing some of this stuff. A lot of people were claiming that, oh, PC Gamer is becoming political because of this. Why? Because they were reporting on the CHIPS Act that Trump wants to get rid of. And they're saying that this is a bad thing. And they claim that, oh, it's PC Gamer. It needs to be about video games. Like, these people, they've never actually been to the site. Here, let me show you what it is I mean here. PC Gamer has always had a hardware tab on it. And has always had reporting about hardware on it. Let me show you what I mean. Look. Hardware. Industry. Like, this is exactly what I'm talking about when it comes to, like, the types of articles that they put forth. Like, Intel is still using TSMC for 30% of its wafer demands. Wafer demands. AMD clawed back 7% graphics market share from Nvidia at the end of 2024, but the outlook for the whole industry in 2025 looks iffy. So yeah, they do hardware reporting on this stuff. They've always done this stuff. I remember getting PC Gamer magazines back during the Xbox era, in which they gave you not only demo discs, but also like had trailers for the first 3D Ninja Gaiden game that came out. And that shit slapped, for the record. Oh man, that brings me back. But yeah, you want to see the types of responses that PC Gamer article got? Let me show you what I mean. Let's see real quick. Hold on. Just making sure nothing's like... Yeah, it seems like my internet connection is actually well done. Anyways, yeah, let's look at this real quick. President Trump wants to kill the 52 billion CHIPS Act. Well, the response is, DI was completely tied and integrated into the CHIPS Act. Complete nonsense. So they can start making them domestically? Nice. Like, yeah. As you can see, I responded to some of these claims here. It forces companies to compete now. I mean, what? What does that even mean? It doesn't mean anything. Like, the CHIPS Act has nothing to do with preventing people from competing. And nothing to do with competition at all. Like, what? See ya. Oh, this is a blatant attempt at propaganda. He just announced the building of factories by TSMC in the US, which, if I'm not mistaken, is him just piggybacking off of and expanding the Biden deal. Oh, look. Trump tells Congress to end CHIPS Act, but Republicans No rush to repeal. Congressional Republicans don't see a huge appetite for Trump's push to repeal the CHIPS Act. Yeah, it seems like this is being reported everywhere. That Trump wants to do it, but the Republicans aren't probably going to do it. Because it's dumb, it's stupid. Oh, look, here's someone making my point. If the industry or if the tariffs are meant to bring industry back to America, why remove a program bringing the most important industry back to America? Something doesn't add up. Leave the CHIPS Act and look at farm subsidies. Taxpayers pay subsidies, farmers hire illegals, then sell to China. Okay, not exactly the point that I would make, but fair enough. So, let's see, what are the... Oh yeah, this guy, like, semiconductors. I notice chips are not on this list. I wonder why. Ooh, what's this? Sorry, let's see if I can... Yeah, chips are what use semiconductors, but they're not the same thing. So, yeah. Just completely retarded bullshit. Less politics, more PC games. Otherwise, please close up shop and become a political online publication. Yeah. And one of the people that was on that Twitter space there told me that PC Gamer was becoming political because they were doing paid advertisements for Avowed. I'm not even kidding here. Like, somehow doing paid advertisements for a video game means that they're being political. Like, it is people are retarded, and I don't understand why it is I'm still a gamer. Well, I know why I'm a gamer, because I'm actually a part of the gaming fucking culture, whereas these idiots are not in any fashion, way, shape, or form what you would call gamers. So yeah, it's but it does make me question why it is I still call myself one from time to time. So yeah. Let's see. Let me go and do some more anti-miasm stuff here. Switch over to body cooling. There we go. Make some more of that. Alright. So yeah, there was something else I was going to discuss a little bit beyond that. Let me see what it is now exactly. Oh yeah, the Trump threats towards Gaza. I put stuff in the description section. Sometimes I forget the topic because I'm so into the first or second topic I discuss. I forget the second or the third topic that I want to discuss. So I have to re-look it up again. But I guess it's no big deal. So, yeah, Trump, let me just read this off in terms of like what it was that he exactly said here, because I want to get this right, because this is a serious issue here. Real quick, hold on. Trump, Truth, Social, Gaza, threat. Here we go. So, anyways, Shalom Hamas means hello and goodbye. You can choose release of the hostages now, not later, and immediately return all of the dead bodies of the people you murdered, or it is over for you. Only sick and twisted people keep bodies, and you are sick and twisted. I am sending Israel everything it needs to finish the job. Not a single Hamas member will be safe if you don't do as I say. I have just met with your former hostages, whose lives you have destroyed. This is your last warning for the leadership. Now is the time to leave Gaza while you still have a chance. Blah de blah de blah. You get the drill. You see what he said. This is insane, megalomaniacal bullshit. He never met with any of the hostages. He didn't. We know he didn't, because there's no reason for. Alright, just making sure the. Just making sure. But yeah, we know he didn't, because the hostages come about basically stating, "Oh shit! What the hell was that?" That was... I did not see that coming. But yeah, the hostages would have said the conditions they were in were fairly amicable. I mean, sure, some of them may say, like, because that's been what they have basically put out there in terms of their recording, so, you know, in terms of how they were interviewed. And I also say that because, well, if you look at Israeli media, Israel quite literally told people to stop interviewing the surviving hostages. And they wouldn't do that, of course, if, you know, if the Hamas group wasn't treating them well, and if they weren't, like, saying good things towards their captors. So it's a fucked up situation, but it's very clear that he hasn't spoken to any of them at all. bodies. But the reality of the situation is, quite literally, the only reason why any of the hostages are dead is because Israel killed them. The bomb. I mean, they literally stated that they had no intention rescuing the hostages, and that they have actively put out efforts to kill hostages. To like kill people who are literally waving white flags and speaking Israeli. I mean, sorry, speaking in Hebrew. So in my mind, this is all this utter bullshit. It's bullshit on a level that's psychotic. And you can't really convince me otherwise. I'm guessing by the time I get to the end of this, there's gonna be a boss.
Come here, kind monkey. I'm over here. I found the fan. Look. Mother left her fan before she went away. She must have felt torn between her son and husband. But this iron ball, it just won't stop. Now that you are here, help me drive it away, and I'll let the fan do its work.
Hey, Fox. How can you be sure it's even real?
Rest assured, Mother taught me this spell. Only the real fan will answer it.
The bull sounds weak. Probably on his last legs. Guess I have to trust you once. I'll get down there and stop the ball and let you do your work.
Don't worry, his thick skin will protect him. Come on, let's save Father first.
You know, I have a feeling that I was supposed to go into that little temple there first. So let me just travel back to Ashen Path 3, and then I will, you know, go back there. wait. Oh, okay, so I was reading the map incorrectly.
Oh.
Man. Oh. Huge sneeze. Yeah, that's really all I have to say in terms of politics. I was reading the map. I thought that was like gonna give me access to this thing here, but nope, that's incorrect. That's incorrect reading. So, how much of a experience do I have? Just half, so no point in actually getting At some point in time, I'm going to be doing a video on Nina's appeasing. I'm going to be laying out my whole thoughts on her, but, I'll eventually do that soon. The last time I did that was when I was doing Space Marine 1, when I was playing Space Marine 1, and I wasn't really satisfied with my whole take because I kept stopping to do mid-gameplay stuff. I don't think I actually got my full thoughts out of it. Great, I missed any dialogue with the fox here. Oh well. I'll probably get it again whenever I play this game again. Going to do a new game plus with this one once I get my new computer.
Father, I brought him here. It's the destined one. Brother is not around. You can hand it over to him now. Brother will surely give up on his plan once it's returned. And then we will be a family again.
You dare to push your luck. Always have a way out. Only you came back at the wrong time.
Are you not thinking straight, Father? I brought the destined one here to save you. How can you say that to me? I went through flames to find the destined one for you. But you, Father, don't you see?
good show. But you simply lack the taste. I should have just killed you all. My guise was perfect. No one could see a single flaw in it. How did you find out then? Find out if it's true after I hunt her down. But first, I should burn you two together and mix your ashes to honor your friendship. Entertainment. That can wait.
This level has been far more vineyard than I would have thought, honestly.
Have fun with this! To save him, you have to impress me first. And you're just a nobody! Flee, coward!
There we go. That was surprisingly easy. Surprisingly easy.
You cursed monkey. Wherever you go, you leave behind a ruined family. My son. Since it came into my possession, I've kept it in my stomach. Hidden from all. I am old now. Fears have grown in me. Fear of war. Fear of death. Fear of my son. That is why I dare not consume it, let alone give it back to him. Destined, deprived, it's all the same. Don't ever believe their bullshit. You are your choices, your causes and effects, not what you're called.
Thanks to this false death talisman. Poor keeper. Seems his legacy was his only offer after all.
No wonder not a single raindrop was fanned. It was your trick the whole time. My bad, old bull. I was a bit delayed. You little rascal. I'll teach you a lesson on your parents' behalf.
What ordained that dwelling in my mother's womb? All blood and flesh compose my life's bloom.
Hold on. Let me go ahead and check something real quick because I'm kind of curious exactly why it is my. Hold on. Hey. Okay, alright. I don't know why it is my. For some reason, my mic volume is going up and down during that entire cutscene there. I don't know what was going on there, so let me go ahead and check something real quick. Yeah, for some reason my microphone is like going on the fritz. I don't know what's going on here with that. That's kind of a weird sort of thing. It's not doing it now, I notice, but it is kind of acting a little strange here. Let me see what the deal is here for a second. Okay, so audio output capture. Okay, it's not doing it now, but it was doing it a moment ago. I have no idea what was going on. Okay, that mutes the mic thing. I have no idea what the fuck was going on there. It's kind of weird. I may have to do something with my audio offside. Do a few tests here and there, but yeah, that was a weird one. The fact that everything was being so strange there makes me wonder.
One in focus. Row! I will make sure everything that stands in my way dies! Brings existence, I implore. Let light fuel my vengeance!
That was bullshit. That was actually a pretty good fight there. The first stage was, to be honest, pretty easy. The second shit was
But you told me this. What ordained their dwelling in my mother's womb? Blood and flesh to compose my life.
Restless, hopeless, fearless!
Pathetic you are. I never sought to fight you. Yet you are ignorant of their manipulation. Beyond flaming mountains lies Mount Lingsha.
Alright. I'm gonna be right back. Check something real quick. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. I had to check up on something here. One of the dogs is, I guess, taking little poops out of the house. Yes,
Trying to fight Tom?
Everything stands in my way. What ordained their dwelling in my mother's womb? Blood and flesh
I'm gonna leave it to you.
I only got him down to half health that time. Christ. Okay. Try this again, and if I win, I will pause it, and then I'll just move it back in
You know who the hand. Don't act like you can do it alone.
watch out for that ability there. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and I don't know what this is. want to see if I can purchase some more stuff here from this guy. And the guy that does those pills and whatnot. So yeah. Hmm.
Self-refinement is the way to make golden pill. It retains the energy of both this world and beyond.
Okay, I got that one.
Big or small, scarcity makes goods precious. Many are bent on seeking shortcuts, hence pill making came to be. A monkey. What he said. May Lord Lao illuminate your path, brave one. Not a medicine. There's no shame in taking the pills. More unfair.
I've spent my whole... As they say, fine soil yields fine sprouts, and fine sprouts bear fine fruits. From seed to sprout to... Oh, who's there to lend me comfort?
Armor and arms. Just ask and they're yours.
Okay, I need...
You'd risk your fur if those bits of scrap.
Alright. See here, what's the time right now? I'll see about letting Bruiser in now. He's a bulldog for the record. One of Amber's dogs. So we've got 5 dogs. 5 dogs in here, so yeah, never mind. Bruiser already came in, so yeah.
Go with your hate and taunts. They'll make you a tasty snack. We're monks.
That one just kill me if I'm not careful.
Are you trying to frighten anyone with that bomb?
Damn, that is just that's some heavy stuff there. I'm able to like I was able to dodge since those pills are now no longer available for me.
You know you need a hand. Don't act like you can do it alone.
just like a little bit of a health there, and it would have been great.
You know you need a hand. Don't act like you can do it alone.
This is a hard boss fight. I like it. Give or take about 10 minutes, about an hour and a half.
You know you need a hand. Don't act like you can do it alone.
particular move, man, if you don't dodge it all the way, like, it takes off so much of your health. And if you keep doing one after the other, I have to save my memorization.
You know you need a hand. Don't act like you can do it alone.
Shouldn't have paused. Should have just kept on going.
You know you need a hand. Don't act like you can do it alone.
Useless! Merciless!
Yeah, finally. Jeez, man.
Still holding on, despite it all. Does your vengeance weigh more than your family? Spit it out now, his relic!
My king, I'm sorry for my lateness. I turned to them, but none offered help.
My lady, forget it.
I implore you to show mercy and spare my son. He is the last of the Yaksha's bloodline in the West, with an origin most tragic and twisted. Now, he poses a threat no more. Should you grant him mercy, I, Rakshasi, and the Bull King shall retreat ourselves to secluded meditation. Along with our children, we will never leave the mountain again. He is our son. We will bear his punishment. If it pleases you, my plantain fan is also yours to take.
Flames have paved my way. Through flames, I shan't stray. Vain was my flame, for revenge destined to stray. That light lies in our submission, kneeling and begging. You shall never witness it.
You've atoned through deeds, Black Bear. Take this pair of eyes. You've served the righteous cause, Yellow Rat. These ears are yours. Your power has gathered in you, Yellow Rat. Keep this nose. You've endured hardships under eye. Go with the tongue. And the bull, it is the hardest to turn against a sworn brother. You can have his body.
Wretched boy, your luck plagues your every step. Never have you made a good choice.
Save your strength, brother! We yet to slay our way to the court and seize that senile emperor! This one must be the chief of their troop. Brother, watch my back while I go play with him!
Your reluctance is plain. Just like my own. They forced me to drink from the river of childbearing, to bear that boy in my womb. If not for that monkey, we could have lived our separate lives in peace. As if none of this had happened. You're cute. You knew who I was from the start. Why did you choose to be their lapdog? I never wanted to sever our ties. If kinship means anything to you, give me that relic and let me avenge my people. My king! Let the monkey have my fan! And there will be no trouble.
Your brother, I've disciplined. Your boy, I've given away. Your wife's fan. Today, I'll take it with me too. Find a master and serve the right. It's the only path left for the likes of us. Don't you understand, brother?
Wukong! I took out the bull's concubine with a whack of my rake too! Turned out, she was a fox squire!
the way I saw it, with enough merit and a position before the Buddha, they would leave me be, and all of you as well. Now I see, for someone like me, staying alive is enough to be a transgression. Brother, take care of your wife and children, and remember, steer clear of my remains.
Yakshas are the mightiest of the 8 legions, after all. Be your body hard as metal, meeting death in scores is inevitable. Yet, why did you endure the fish and those carts just as poorly? You rush like wind with a clouded mind. It's your desires that shape what you see. Had your mind been less unsettled, would you still have fallen for that child's play? Haste oft blinds while patience illumines. Next time, can you still fulfill as Wukong without Bajia? As the Bull King collapsed, he cast a glance behind, as if catching a glimpse of his deepest fear. The Red Boy coming to claim his life with the 5 elemental carts and the valiant 6. He wished this day would never come, yet also longed for its swift arrival. That was Princess Fairfox of Mount Gile. Graced with great wealth, the princess revered the Bull King's immense power. She gladly wed him, despite the ill-suited match. The two shared some joyous days together, until the monk and his disciples came, and Bajia slew the princess. Stories tell that the two bore a daughter, though her fate is unknown. Before the journey, Wukong lived free and easy. He wandered the lands and befriended the mighty. He had 6 sworn brothers, the Bull King among them. The monkey and the bull both called themselves great sages. They were 2 of a kind. As for their parting of ways and hard-fought strife, those are tales for another time. To subdue the Bull King, the Jade Emperor issued an edict. Nerja, with the incinerating wheels, the Gwai-slaying sword, and the coiling tether, and his father with the sealing pagoda and the revealing glass. Combining their strength, they mustered a host of immortals who fought the Bull King and narrowly defeated him. Amid Wukong's rampage through the court, he toppled Lord Lao's pill furnace. A few bricks bearing remnant flames fell here and became the Flaming Mountains. Lord Lao blamed the furnace-tending boy for his negligence and banished him to become the keeper of this place.
The final chapter now, chapter 6, unfinished. I'll go ahead and get to a shrine, and then after that, I'm gonna end the stream. So yeah, once I get to the shrine, I'm gonna end the stream here, and I'm probably gonna find the secret area of the last level tomorrow. Also, maybe free that one guy there. From that point, I don't know.
We're getting home, son. Not getting all worked up. Oh. That old monkey's going to be at the mountaintop no matter what. We don't have to rush. We've gathered the 5 relics, just as he said. All we need now is the 6th one he has. Curse these wretches. Hey, you see? I knew there was something that old fool hadn't told us. Otherwise, no one up above would bother to ruin this place yet again. Yeah, they're coming for you, no doubt. I can't bear it. I simply can't.
Moderately increases stamina recovery rate. Okay. Massively reduces stamina cost for long-term attacks. Considerably increases maximum health. Considerably increases recovery rate.
Iron-faced mongrels! I despise them the most. That's the mightiest that's here! Who dares approach? Freshman of the core. That means they're even more worthless. My way. You'll be put under. Cross me. And my way. We'll cross you. One more streak from my rake.
Get that armor piece upgraded of mine. I'll figure out which one it is later, so you know. And then I'll go back to getting one of those
May Lord Lao illuminate your path, brave one. It retains the energy of both this world and beyond. Were it not for you, brave one, I wouldn't pursue this profitless deal. From yin and yang, 5 elements emerge. Each nature inherits its unique creation. Each form embodies a universe. Many are bent on seeking shortcuts, hence pilgrimage.
What's fair to the eye may prove foul to handle.
Significantly reduces the duration of invincibility of dodges upon a perfect dodge. Further reduces cooldown for spells. Okay.
If you need sharper blades, seek me.